Hi sunshines, my name is Liv. I've got a paralysed stomach, which means I can't eat and I can't drink. I am completely TPN dependent and I am fed through this tube that goes into my heart. This line is called a Hickman line, and today I'm going to be doing my dressing change. So I do a dressing change once a week and I tend to do it on a Sunday. I have a bath and the dressing gets wet like this, so I change it immediately after the bath. So let's get started. So firstly, I'm just going to take this old dressing off. This is no longer sterile and it's falling apart. Oh, it's come off nice and easy today. There we go. Pop that in our bin and give our hands a sanitize. Here you can see what the line looks like without a dressing. So it is held in here by a cuff. You can see where my line has fractured a couple of months ago. So I've got my table here, you just can't see it. It's got all my sterile equipment on it. And first off, I'm going to pop on some sterile gloves. There we go. So firstly, I'm going to grab some gauze, just a little piece, so I can hold the line as this outer part is not sterile at the moment. So I just grab it like this. And then what I'm going to do is grab a little sani cloth, a little wipe, and I'm going to clean the length of the line. So I check for any redness before I do this, because when I do start to scrub I will get redness from irritation. So I am happy that there is no sign of site infection here, no redness, no irritation, heat or swelling, so I am happy to continue. Sometimes you get little gunkies that form around the site. Just make sure to give that fractured area a good clean. So like I was just saying, the line has a cuff in it. So when you first have the line placed, for the first 2 weeks, you have stitches in to hold the line in situ. And during those 2 weeks, a cuff begins to inflate under the skin. So after the 2 weeks, the stitches come out and you are completely dependent on the cuff to hold the line in the skin. So the cuff can only come out if it's surgically removed. The line is not going to fall out or anything, and it would take a lot of force to remove it. So I'm just going to grab a ChloroPrep. This is kind of like a little antibacterial swab with chlorhexidine and alcohol in it. So we just squeeze it to break it, and then I give it a good crunch. And now I'm going to use that to clean the surrounding areas, including the site. When it comes to using lines, each hospital has its own protocol and procedures. So even though I'm under the NHS, there is not a standardised procedure across the UK when it comes to line access. So I am following my hospital's protocol. Some hospitals may require you to wear a mask when you're doing this, but it is not part of my protocol to wear a mask while I'm doing the dressing change. So now I'm just going to give the clamp a little clean with this ChloroPrep. I like to just do one more once over with a little wipe, and then I am ready to let it dry. So now the whole thing is clean, I'm just going to wait until it dries. I like to make sure it's super dry before I put the dressing on, because I need the dressing to last a week and I don't want it peeling off. So I found waiting until you're really dry helps with the stickiness. So let's just wait.
One eternity later.
So I've waited a few minutes and I am happy that it's dry now. So I am going to grab a bio patch. They look like this, like a little, looks a bit like a polo or something. And what it does is it's an antibacterial patch that sits around the site and helps protect it from bacteria and infection. So just lift the line up like so, and it's got a little slit that I can put it on through. Put it on through. Put it on through. So I'm happy with that now. So what I'm going to do is loop my Hickman round. It's too long like this, so I give it a little loop under the dressing just to shorten the length of it. So now I'm just going to grab a little strip off our dressing to hold that loop in place. So as you can see, that loop is now held in place. So the last step is to grab our actual dressing itself. We peel the back off it, and we want this site to be visible through the window. I just apply a little bit of heat to it to help it stick. And then we can peel off the dressing. So the last step is just to secure the line in place with this bottom strip. So I just like to lift the line, and where the slit is, I put the line around it. So this is what the dressing looks like all finished, but we've got one last step to do to make it look just a little bit nicer. Back in a second. So I like to just put a strip of tubey tape around my line just to make it look a little less medical and a bit nicer. So today I have gone with the elephants. So I'm just going to cut this up so it fits around my line. So I'm just going to take this strip here . And this is what the dressing looks like all finished. Thank you so much for joining me for my dressing change today. If you want to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. I am planning on making more videos this year. I really want to get into YouTube. So if you're interested in my content, then please subscribe or give it a thumbs up at least. That would be appreciated. Thank you so much for your time, sunshines, and I really hope I'll see you soon. Bye!